This is to me. This is to when I'm down, when I just don't know where I'm going, and shit is shitty. I'm hopefully today. This is a day where I can give myself some positive feedback when I need it most. I just have to do something. I just have to exert some kind of effort, do something. Like, it doesn't have to be morally sound, it doesn't have to be the most perfect thing in the world, and it could be wrong. It could be fucking wrong. It could be something that I don't want to do at all. But at least by doing it, I will know for sure that it's not something that I want to continue doing. When I did it, I know for a fact I don't want to do it. And that's it. It doesn't have to be morally sound or whatever, but as long as I'm doing something, I'm growing. I'm always growing if I'm doing something. If it's, working another shitty job, at least I'm doing something. Because then I'll work another shitty job and realize one day I don't want to work any more shitty jobs. And I'll learn that. I'll fucking learn that, Well, okay, I get it. Because I did it, and I get it. Because I did it. The only thing I gotta do is I gotta do something. Because I'm 28 years old, and there's no in the future of being able to do something. It's now. Because the more I say, oh, I'll do it later, it'll always be later. The more I say I'll do it now, it'll always be now. Because I've said I'll do it later, and now I'm 28 and I've done nothing. And if I keep saying I'll do it later, I'll be 30 and I won't be doing anything, and I'll be doing it later. I'll be 40 and I'll be doing it later. I'll be 50 and I'll be doing it later. And then I'll be dead and I won't have been able to done anything. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. The only mistake you can make is being afraid of making mistakes. That's the only mistake you can make from now on, from this point. The only mistake you can ever fucking make is being afraid of making mistakes. Is being too afraid to make a mistake. That's the only thing. Mistakes themselves, there is no other mistake. All you have from here is learning possibilities. Opportunities to learn. That's all you have. Opportunities to go, I did this one thing, and it went well, and I learned that if I keep doing it that way, it'll probably go well. Or if it went wrong, then I realized that's what not to do. And I learned that, because I did it. And it was never a mistake. I was growing. I was always growing. If I have an idea, do it. If I want to do something, do it. Might be wrong, might be right, might be waste of time, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. The only thing you got is do it. There's no mistake. There's no mistake. There's only growth. It's either you're growing by taking action, taking massive, massive, massive fucking action, or no action at all. And not growing, and staying stagnant, and being 28 years old and going nowhere. Just do it. Just do it. It might be, you might be doing something that might be completely out of your reach. It'll never happen for you. Good. You'll know. And maybe you'll prove yourself wrong and it isn't out of your reach. Maybe it is something you can do. Who knows? Maybe you might just fuck up miserably and you gave it everything you got and you failed terribly. Good. 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 Oh my God. Because the biggest thing that you will realize is that it's not going to break you. Nothing's going to break you. The only thing that's going to break you is fear. Is fear to live, fear to make a mistake, fear to fail. That's the only thing that's going to break you. Is fearing failure. So what? So what? Fail. For God's fucking sakes, make a fool out of yourself. Humiliate yourself. For the greater good of growing. Grow. Live. Fail. Fucking fail. Miserably. Humiliate yourself. Just quiver in humiliation and complete ridicule. Get completely ridiculed. At least you'll grow. I mean, you gotta figure out by 28 years old, all the stuff that I've been through, it's like, you gotta realize that it's not gonna break you. It's just life. Sometimes it throws you up, sometimes it throws you down, it's whatever. So what? At least you're doing something. At least you're growing. At least you're getting experience. At least you're learning and growing and growing and growing and growing. That's the most important thing. That's the most important, most crucial fucking thing that you can get out of life is growing and taking action and growing and growing and grow. Everything that is about growing and expanding is everything that you were meant to do. All the bullshit that you might get along the way, so what? So what? So what? She's not gonna like you, he's not gonna like you, you might fail there, you might fail here, you might get booed off stage here, whatever it might be. So what? So what? Failure or success, so what? There's no validation in it. The only validation that you can really get is that you're doing something. Is that you're moving, and you're growing, and you're expanding. There is no failure. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. We're all human, we're all gonna die. No life is permanent. There's no real hierarchy here. There's no real judge here. We're all gonna die. It's all gonna be gone. And there's gonna be the one that said, yeah, I did it. I lived. I learned a lot. I grew a lot. I expanded a lot. I traveled a lot. I did a lot in the time that I had on this planet. There's gonna be the only difference. There's only two people on this world: people who do it and people who don't. That's it. There's people who are doing it, and there's people who are sitting back and watching. That's the only person you can judge. The only person you can say, hey, that person's not as good as me. And the person that's sitting back and not doing a damn thing. That's the only person you can judge. And the only thing that you can say to him is you need to get the fuck up and do something. Everybody else is right there on the same page as you. And you can't judge them. And they can't judge you. Because they're doing something. And this isn't about sitting back and watching everybody else live out their lives. And living out the glory of everybody else. And the failure, whatever. And sitting comfy back in a chair. That's not living. That's not being alive. Be the curiosity. Be growth. Because you are growing. You are growing. And sitting back and denying it is crazy. And it's painful. One day you're going to realize it's just painful. It's just fucking painful to sit back and be indifferent from life. Being indifferent from growing and expanding and saying, no, I stay here. I don't want anything to do with this. This is scary. I don't want to do it. 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 And she become 28 years old with no life, nothing to stand for. No, all you have is the probabilities. Like, oh, well, that could have happened. That could have happened. That could have happened. That could have happened. Maybe I could have been good enough to do that. To die with all those possibilities, those what ifs. To die with those what ifs. That's painful. That's fucking painful. There's two people in this world. The ones that die for something, and the ones that die for nothing at all.